the rates are pretty much identical to what they were paying before. So it's 391%. That's what the payday lenders charge prior to passage of law, and that's pretty much the case today.
During the campaign, there was an accusation on the part of the payday lenders that you all were trying to put them out of business and that all they wanted to do was to operate their businesses. And I believe some of you were saying, we don't want to put them out of business, we just want to restrict, the gouging that's going on. Well, today, I think I'm hearing you say you want to put them out of business. I heard a couple of you mention that. Is that what this is intended to do?
I don't remember making that statement. The statement that I made is that we're here today to enforce the mandate of Ohio voters to make sure that loans that are going out the door are 28% and no higher. They'll have to determine how to structure their business model and make it work. That's not a decision for us to make.
There was one option for the...
Excuse me, Bill. I would agree with what Representative Lundy said, that we're not to put them out of business. However, we are here, I think clearly, to put them out of the business of continuing to manipulate the Small Loan Act and the Housing Loan Act.
There was one option in the new law, I thought, which was 28% plus one $15 fee. Not $15 per 100, but one $15 fee. Is that still allowed under your...
Well, those of you that are critical of our ability to work on the prior law, we were aware that under the Small Loan Act it was possible to make a small loan of this nature that allowed 28%, plus, as you say, a small $15 origination fee. If that's all that was going on, we probably wouldn't be here today. I mean, the issue is they pack that fee in, then they pack other fees in, and they find, they charge the cash to check, so they get back to exactly where they were before. That issue was addressed in the original bill, House Bill 333, which was the bill that Representative Batchelder and Hagan had introduced that we originally backed. But in the final bill, it was not included. And I think really what the folks in the Senate basically told me about that was they wanted to focus on payday loans only, knock it into the Small Loan Act, which allows lending clear up to $5,000. It's really different. It's for a different kind of loan than payday loans. So they just wanted to keep a focus on this single issue, and that's why that issue was not addressed.
So the current law that we have now, does it allow for 28% plus one $15 fee, or it doesn't allow for the $15?
The new law that is called the Short-Term Loan Act that addresses payday loans is a flat 28%, no fee. But we knew that the Small Loan Act allowed the $15 origination fee, but nobody that I know of ever foresaw them charging the cash to check or packing in other fees like the check credit or, a walk-in-the-door fee or anything else.
Well, I understand that now. This bill you've got, the new bill you've got, does it remove that $15 fee possibility?
For very small loans under $1,000, they're less than, with a repayment term of less than 90 days.
You expect to hear any opposition from traditional banks, credit unions, others who may be issuing loans of this size who now have to adhere to this?
When we make available a copy of the bill, I think you'll see we've worked with the banking industry and the credit unions to make sure that they're not brought into this. So,
are they specifically exempted? Is that how?
Yeah, they're exempt.
How does that exemption work?
Well, federal banking laws would be federal preemption, and then there are different laws governing credit unions.
Have you introduced the bill yet? Or when will that be?
Yeah, the bill will be introduced tomorrow.
Do you speak to the co-sponsors you'll have, and do you have a number of call candidates?
At this point, we're circulating for co-sponsorship, and so when we drop the bill, obviously those names will be available at that time.
Do you think, could I respond to Jim's question? Throughout the years, the Ohio Coalition for Responsible Lending has been involved in this. We've worked in a very bipartisan way, and you can see that. So it's our hope and intention that this legislation will get very strong bipartisan support. I think all of you know that the champion in the House was Representative Bill Batchelder, and he has confirmed with us that he fully supports cleaning up these loopholes. So that's our hope as a coalition, that there is very broad bipartisan support.
I think we're going to cut now because
I have a voting education committee, but as I said, I'll be available throughout the day. If you'll contact Andrew and